Hello everybody and welcome to Brotutoring. This is episode 2 because we'll have episode 1 up for that I made a while ago, but we're going to play well-rounded. If you don't know how to play well-rounded, we're going to play it in the simplest way possible with like not a ton of moving around and trying to make the best choices that we can make. The two weapon starts that I like on well-rounded are stick and SMG. All the rest of these are fine weapon starts except for wand. Wand deserves to be in the trash. Never use this weapon. This weapon is terrible. With that said, let's get started with SMG because we're going to play brawler after this. So let's start with SMG. SMG is one of the best weapons in the game. Take a look at it. Here we are on wave 1. Wave 1 is 20 seconds long and you really don't have to do much. SMG takes care of most of it for you. We will want to wander around and pick up all of the resources. We are also playing on Danger 5 today, so I just want to I'll demystify the game in the sense that you gotta do a lot of moving around and like this and it's crazy and blah blah. It's like only if you're doing like crazy challenges. Let's try the least amount of moving around. Now, my favorite stat is harvesting. I don't see any harvesting here, but I also want to be able to buy weapons. One of the things with the weapon that we just started with is it's very expensive. The weapon costs 23. We have 64 bucks. So we have a few rerolls in the store to be able to find this. The two choices that we would pick here if we're not rerolling is either legs for speed or 5% damage. I'm just going to take the 5% damage and save my money for rerolling. Now, here's an SMG. Great. Here are also other items. In the shop we discussed earlier that there are two weapons in the first shop. So with that said, don't get distracted by these. These may look awesome. These may look incredible. If you want to buy one of them, lock it for shop number 3. We're here to get weapons. Oftentimes things that can put you behind is not buying enough weapons. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna start with weapons. Again, we see 2 items, which is one of the ones that we locked, and 2 weapons. It's not the weapon we're looking for. If we re-roll, we can still find a weapon. Cost 23. Re-roll. Re-roll. There it is. There's our SMG. Now, I would not have re-rolled an additional time if SMG didn't show up, but we get to start with 3 weapons. This will help us basically clear wave 2 with not doing anything. Also, Bimika, you can give me that tab to open every time to wake up the bot. You can make me wake up the bot. I now have like space in my life for these things. All right, that was wave 2. We're talking to Twitch chat over here. If you don't know about Twitch chat, come on down. I'm live like all the time. All right, so come on down, get your questions in. Right now we have 51 bucks. The SMG is going to cost, I believe, 27 in this shop due to shop prices going up. So we'll basically only be able to buy one of them with rerolls and other things. So I'm okay with rerolling this rather than taking the 5% damage again or any of these other stats. I would love to have harvesting. Harvesting is going to scale us into the game, but let's take a look. 2 range damage. This is a premium stat. Oftentimes if you've seen my other videos, you will see blue card is very blue. This card is giving you double the value of the other cards as it's a tier 2 card. I like to refer to these things here as cards, so I'm going to take this as it's just a lot of damage. I find that dodge is a very like mediocre stat, but I would not fault anyone for taking this blue card as it's very blue, but I'm going to reroll and look for harvesting and or attack speed or percent damage or range damage, maybe even health too. Here's our harvesting on the reroll. That's great. Here's our one SMG we can buy. Now, I said I wasn't going to re-roll in the shop, but the shop fundamentally changes from wave 2 to wave 3. Right now, I'm going to re-roll looking for another weapon. I don't want to fall behind on weapons. Oftentimes, people don't roll down this shop 1 and 2 looking for weapons. Shop 1, you shouldn't roll all the way down unless you can buy the item. And shop 2, you roll all the way down finding like weapons. This is my general philosophy to try to find weapons. So now we found our SMG. We could also lock weird food here. It's a lot of healing. I kind of like it, so we're going to take that as well too. We've now secured 5 weapons as of the start of next wave. Mod chat so you can snag the link again. I will also pin that, or can you pin that in mod chat in Discord? See how easy this wave goes with like 4 weapons? Ideally, like you have a weapon above the wave or equal to the wave number. I want to wander around the map here and try to find the trees that are spawning. Oftentimes trees can spawn in the corner and put you out of position, but it's an early wave, so let's not worry too much about that. Gonna reroll that. I kind of just want this like 1 range damage. We'll just take that. Start by buying the coupon, makes the whole shop cheaper, the SMG, and then let's look at our math here. Actually, we have a perfect shop buyout. I'm going to save this fertilizer as well too. This item is incredible. You can buy this item up to like wave 15 and still get value out of it, typically even paying for itself. Now it does like put you behind in other ways, but we're using a ranged weapon, so there's like literally no downside. I think fertilizer, maybe we should say minus attack speed on it. What if it said minus like 2 attack speed on it? So yeah, we're not moving a ton. We're just hanging out. This wave will overwhelm you just a little bit, but if you just move ever so slightly. This is the loot goblin, drops a crate. Try to pick up as many resources as possible. If you don't, you will get them access to them next round. I think I like the money here, but like the range is appealing sometimes. We're not doing enough damage right now, so let's take that. I'm going to take this 8 harvesting. It's going to scale us into the later game. We could take ranged or attack speed. You need like about 20 to 40% attack speed when you have SMGs. I think this will scale us better than the 1 range right now, but like you could go either way. Here's the most premium item you will be looking for. This sharp bullet basically says 30% more damage, because there's almost never a time where you're shooting only at 1 target. You're almost always shooting 2 targets. So every bullet will now hit the first target, and that bullet will go through that first target and hit the target behind it. This kind of counterfeits not taking the range on the glasses, so maybe I should have taken the glasses, but I don't know. I wanted the money at the time. You can't predict what the shop will bring you. We reroll like that and go next. Now we have 6 weapons on wave 5 and feeling cozy. To note, this is not a seeded run. I'm just recording this one time and go. So this is recorded live on Twitch as well. This is not just like recorded locally until I get a sick run. I want to show that the game is very winnable and you can win most games. And even if we don't win, I will probably still be posting this, because this is the way that I do it. I want to show, I want to be fairly authentic in the creation of stuff that I make and not just like re-roll until you get the god run. The range is appealing because it's a blue card, but this range damage is better, I feel. We could reroll looking for something else, but this is very good. And we'll start scaling our damage. None of this works out. Insanity is a very efficient item, but these items have 1.5 crit chance, so I'm not too into it. Did we lose the music? Music, where'd you go? Oh, it's still there. It's just very quiet. Let's see here. I'm going to reroll and not take the insanity. Is this good, bad, average? You could take the insanity there. It's very efficient, but this bag is very good and usually pays for itself. This should almost be a never skip. I skip it sometimes on melee, but my rule here is that if I have a tree, and we have 1 tree, take the bag. The head injury I will also be taking. We'll be able to find more sources of rain, more sources of damage. Lumberjack shirt is fairly cheap, and not having to fight with the trees is okay. Would not fault anyone for taking this, but I could also see a world where you don't take this and you do something else. Take another weapon. We're going to save this coffee. Everyone is scared of bait. We'll talk about this. We're going to take this. I'm also going to take this scar, this XP gain. We're early in the wave, so XP gain is still incredibly valuable. Whenever you level up, you get stats with no downside. I love leveling up. We also have 35 harvesting already, so every point of harvesting mixes better with every point of XP gain. So you mix both of these, you will just end the game at like level 30, and you'll feel very powerful. Have OBS wake up. Ooh. I also have a bot in chat, so we're working on automating the waking up the bot for chat and Twitch chat. I'm also working on being able to dual or try stream. We're going to get new internet around here, and so we can dual or try or quad or whatever stream to all of the platforms. Damage is very high. We have a blue SMG. That's like 7 weapons found or so. I want to knock down all the trees because we have a bag and a lumberjack shirt. So wandering around the map to try to find all of the trees. There's this tree down here. Great. We did not get a crate, but most enemies died on the wave. So our damage is keeping up with the wave. I would not fault anyone for taking max HP. For me, I'm going to take the attack speed. Things dying. I've got Eros Rising says I'm allergic to defensive stats, but again, we all play a little bit differently, and you'll have to make the choices for your gameplay and how it will affect you and how you play. All of these seem incredibly unappealing. Like the most appealing of all of these, if you were to ask me to take something here, is either the luck or the HP regen. I'm going to reroll and look for something better. We get hugely paid. This 3 ranged is really good. I, again, would also not fault anyone for taking any of the other stats. My kind of baseline that I want to end the game with is 20 range damage. So this gets us closer to that baseline. What did I just buy? Oh, I bought the bait. We're going to talk about this. Bait sounds incredibly scary, but it is my camera's in the way. Bait is 8% and it's 8% damage, and it spawns other things. Start at the wave. Those are lampreys. We can learn to control the lampreys and run in a very specific pattern. If you've seen my Fisherman Max Bait videos, you will understand what this looks like, but we'll show and demonstrate what that is. Oftentimes, if you just stand in the middle and they all spawn around you and you aren't controlling them, yeah, they're going to come murder you. So we're going to go try to control that. Let's buy the rest of the items we locked. Go next. I'm also going to take this scar. This alloy is somewhat appealing as well too, because 3 range damage is so valuable. Range damage is at such a premium in this game. I would not fault anyone for locking this and taking this item as well. We're also already minus on dodge, so, and then the 5 crit chance is more damage on top. All the other stats on it don't give us a whole lot, but that 3 ranged is so valuable. It's almost 50% more range damage, flat range damage. So I take alloy on when playing ranged builds. Oh, we did not do the corralling of these appropriately, but what you should do, sorry, I was looking at my cat. She had meowed at me for attention. So what you should do is run to the top or the bottom of the screen to get them to spawn above you, and then you can run away and corral them in a nice way. It still feels somewhat early to do that. We're also letting all of the slashers, I call them Easter bunnies, because you have to go on an egg hunt. You get 3 extra materials for killing them, and we have plenty of damage to be able to do that. We're also getting 3 crates right now. Crates still give you like 3 HP when you pick them up. We have weird food, so they actually give 5. The thing about this wave is if you do not control it, it'll become a big cluster, and you don't have, and you can get whomped on wave 7. The technical term, the whomping, right? We'll take this for no item is free in this game, by the way. Everyone's like, oh, this is a free item. Not free, costs 11, but this is a very cheap mushroom. I like to buy HP regen at about 10 bucks per HP regen, so this lines up nicely with that. The minus luck is disappointing, but let's not take the mastery. Let's nuke it for 23 and nuke this for 9. The 2 things to think about is like armor for wave 8 or just more damage. Would not fault people for taking either of these. Myself, I will take the 12% damage. Our speed is already 9, and I said I wanted about 40 attack speed, but we're already at 25 attack speed. This gives us a buffer to take minus speed items, which is more bag, ugly tooth, or other items that say minus speed. So, and it also is a premium card. We're getting a purple card worth of value. So I find passing the purple card is awfully difficult. People don't like pickup range, but I kind of like pickup range. If you're fighting at the edge of an enemy wave and having having 30% more pickup range feels very good. It's like a quality of life thing that I enjoy. Pickup range is not just for picking up materials on the ground, it's for picking up healing as well too. So sometimes you kill a tree and then the healing drops away from you and you don't pick it up and you die. So I don't know, I like a little bit of pickup range. Other people may disagree with me on that, and that's fine. We'll take, this says range damage on it, so we'll take it. Take the hedgehog. Another SMG is good too. Don't think we'll take the banner, even though we don't have lifesteal. I would like to turn on lifesteal at some point. Let's go to wave 8. This wave is slow to start as it's introducing a new enemy to you. It's introducing the charging enemy, and then even the helmeted charging enemy, which has more stats. Or just chilling. Big chillin'. We can stand in the middle of the wave without fear. We have enough damage. You can fade away from them. You can sidestep them. If you don't kill them, they will hit critical mass, and that's like 5 to 7 of them alive at a time, and then it becomes really hard to kill them. One of the things that I like to do is step towards the charging aliens and not just let them collect in the back until there's too many of them and you die. So it's like my general philosophy here. That bag is giving us incredible value as well too. We've already gotten like, what, 75 money off of it or something. This knockback I think is reasonable. I used to think knockback was a nothing stat, but on wave 11, you have guys charging you that are weak to it, and keeps them off of you a little bit. And for $8, yeah, we're gonna take that. I'm gonna take this 8 harvesting. It's a blue card. I don't have to re-roll for it. It scales us, puts us up at like almost 50 harvesting. This crit chance is not all that valuable, and I don't like the other things. You could probably take max HP here. I also don't like any of this, but we have 0 armor, so I'm going to take the 1 armor, because if we do get hit, we're going to get hit for quite a lot. Oh, Nick, why do you need knockback on nuke launcher when nuke launcher literally annihilates everything? That I don't understand. You want knockback on things that hit many, many small times so that it knocks things away from you. Excuse me, sir, you're ruining my vibe. Okay, Apollo _ vibes _ Nick. I think you need to update your username. We're gonna take the ugly tooth. I think this is one of the most powerful items in the game. It's also one of the only types of crowd control in the game, in that you slow down your enemies, and slowing down your enemies can give you the time that you need to kill them. I'm gonna take the 2 large weapons here. I'm gonna lock this coffee, and we're gonna go next. That reroll was awfully aggressive. Brotutoring, see how bitter this old man is about about games and how he finds the hate in games. I'm Apollonics foil, finding the hate in games. He's his tagline on his show, A Fable Table, go look him up, is finding the joy in games. So no, I do find joy in games, but I do like to be incredibly critical of them, and I also like to think very critically, attempt to. Not saying I do the best at that, but I try to think very critically about games, and then also experientially go through and update what I think about the game. But putting a line in the sand about what you think in the game and then applying that, I think is like pretty important, and like that's my own personal joy. It means that Rumble will never play Slay the Spire with me ever again, but that's okay. We'll see what other games we can get him to never play with me again. It's like my new high score. That's my joy. I don't like Baby Elephant here. We're already at -1 luck, and
I'm the best at this game.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Again, I would not fault anyone for taking either of these. I take the red card because just, whew, boy. Red card is red. Why are we getting red cards at -2 luck? I don't understand, but the game has like lost its mind, I guess. On level 15, it's a level 15 level up, you will always see purple cards. Find the best purple card that you need right now. And I think, well, actually one of the best ones we need right now is HP. I like to end the game with about 50 HP and be at that 50 HP around wave 10, because you're setting yourself up for success against the elites. We have 3 elites here, 11, 15, and 18. We need to be able to clear that. Take the coffee, leave the... I think we actually even leave this hunting trophy. Hunting trophy is incredibly strong, but if you haven't been stacking crit, we've passed on crit like 4 times on items where we'd be able to have about 20-25% crit. If I had that much crit, I'd probably take this hunting trophy, but we'll take the fertilizer instead and take the range damage, because everything that says range damage we just take. Yeah, and then punished immediately because here's insanity. We're gonna take another bait. We have pumpkin here, which increases our piercing, and then we get to full buy out a shop. And when you full buy out a shop, your reroll goes to 0. So full buying the shop is incredible. I don't think there's much we can reroll for, and I don't mind the shady potion. It does turn off HP regen, but we'll get that back because we also have 4 lifesteal. There's the lampreys. They're not all that scary because we have stacked a ton of damage. We're already at 12 range damage. Oh, I'm not speculatively buying a pumpkin.
Oh, you suck.
I already have piercing. Weather sucks. Yeah, the weather doesn't suck. I did not sleep great last night, and I have trees on the side of my house that need to be cut back, but I have to wait till spring to cut them back. And they were slapping against the house all night long. It was not great. Got a little bit of a late start here, but we've cranked forward our schedule. Ideally, my schedule will be like 10 a.m. To when I'm finished. We'll see how that goes. This will allow me to have more time with everybody. But right now we're doing Brotutoring. It's well-rounded. It's an SMG. We can also track the the rotation and see how many wins we get and where we go from there. Because even some of the Brotutoring may have may have a longer episode, because I would like to show a win on each one. Tree, no. The wind will knock them over. Pouring rain, we live near major road, just heard a huge crash. Oh gosh. People do like to have bald tires and other things, especially since it's been unseasonably warm. I assume a lot of people did not put their winter tires on. That is a melee item I just recycled. Let's go with the 3 range. Like, how would you ever get away from this? I don't understand. This is putting us at 15 range damage. We finish the game usually at 20. This armor is getting us ready for the elite here. Take another fertilizer. I do not like buying recycling machine. If it shows up in a crate, recycling machine's great, but I just don't like buying it. We will take this propeller hat, even though it's kind of expensive. I don't know like what else we're buying. Take a second one. If you're real ballsy, you can take this wheelbarrow, but if you're taking the wheelbarrow, you're also taking Scar. And we are that ballsy, okay? Coffee Traveler can't skip a coffee. Okay, it's Chef. Chef will slash you like this. We fight them on the diagonal, and we slowly scoot down on the diagonal. They shift here, and now you want to move around a lot. You want to, like, confuse them. I feel that when you move around a lot, the slashes move too. So I'm just pressing back and forth on the WASD buttons. So the slashes get confused because it doesn't know. It feels like I don't actually know like what the inner workings of the code there is, but due to our very high damage, we have no problems with Chef. Especially on wave 11, you can see the knockback hitting the round boys here. They're not even getting close to us. Yeah, he's a time traveler, Apollo Nick. Don't you know that it's like almost tomorrow for this man? What else is happening on wave 7? Well, wave 11 here. We're just trying to do like little tiny movements. We're taking pretty big damage because we don't have a ton of armor, and we gave up armor. I will not be taking torture, no thank you, but we do get 57 bucks. Everyone would be disappointed in this, being like, oh no, we didn't get a good red item. It's okay to add their bad red items that exist out there. We take the 57 bucks and be happy. We're thrilled. 57 bucks is great. This will turn back on our HP regen. Love that. And give me a little bit more health. For 25, I take this. It's not great because the dodge is not good on there. I'm going to take the 2 ranged here. You can still continue to stack harvesting, but right now I'm concerned about the next elite on wave, what is it, 15? Yeah. Let's see here. We're going to combine the blue. So we'll take this SMG. Not going to take Cyberball. It does 11. It's not good. It's a little late. You can get distracted. Don't get distracted when you're playing the game. We have a clear strategy. We shoot aliens with our guns. We don't have like 100+ luck and wanting to get multiple Cyberballs like we're playing Lucky. Don't get distracted. I think a lot of people get distracted. Gentle aliens almost always take. Mutation is almost a never take, but here I'm going to take it because we have enough speed. That speed buffer that we took before of 9% speed makes mutation better, but this item is god awful. But for 60 for 1 more range damage, I'm pretty into it. Range and attack speed. Our attack speed is above the number that I said before, so like 40%, so I'm not going to take it. We're going to reroll again. Take this 6% damage. Take that. No, reroll. All right, wisdom. Wisdom's like a controversial kind of thing here. A lot of people are like, this item's crap. It doesn't do anything for you. Blah, 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 blah. That's not true. If you're having trouble at the end of the wave, it does a lot for you, right? Because as the wave goes on, also the final wave on wave 20 is 90 seconds. So you will have to live for 90 seconds or you will kill the bosses. So I don't know. I like wisdom. I've you know, liked or not liked wisdom at certain times. Right here, we don't have a lot of percent damage, so I'm going to take the wisdom. We don't have troubles with the early portion of the wave. Walk both of these. These are very good, and take the propeller hat. I like to buy out and and not sit on a ton of money. I am not a big piggy bank enjoyer. If piggy bank helped you win, you were already going to win anyways. So I almost never buy piggy bank in the shop. And keeping our damage as high as possible makes execution a lot easier because we can just kind of sit here. We don't have to be moving all around, doing things. We can just buy the good items that we see. That 3 damage from alloy is a lot of times I've seen people skip it being like, oh, alloy's bad. It's like, not for ranged. It's much better on like plank or other things, but it's not bad. Play Canadian, hello. We're doing Brotutoring. This is the episode 2 where we found the cutest of cute, made ChatGPT make me the cutest of cute images for it. So we're just talking through on how to play Brotato and what to do. I also still like this item. I don't like this dodge stat all that much because I manually dodge pretty well, but keeping your damage high and taking this 3 range damage here is so good, especially for 44 bucks. What do I like about this? Not that much, so we're just going to take the percent damage, and then we're going to take the 3 armor here as more defensive stats. Probably no statue today. We're not standing still all that much. We're slowly moving around the screen. Cute monkey could be a take here, but I don't know. Keep damage high. Don't worry about cute monkey. We'll take the 1 armor. This is very inefficient, but sometimes you just need to take armor. And then we re-roll and we find this little frog. You could get the SMG too, but I think the little frog is better. We already don't have dodge, so it has no downside. And before wave 15, most harvesting things will pay themselves off. This one won't quite pay itself off, but that pickup range I value a little bit. We'll do this and we'll lock SMG. Add quote, how's it brewing? True. True. I think you can update the quote on the Temerbot. This is wave 13. They introduced the tentacles here. It's one of the waves that, like, each wave introduces something new to you. Like, one of the things that new players won't know is, like, what all of the enemies do. I think Brotato does a really good job of introducing those new enemies upon, like, each wave. Even wave 16 is very, very docile because it's introducing a new enemy that's very strong. We'll get to that when we get to wave 16. But, yeah, we're not doing anything crazy here. We're just kind of chilling, shooting, doing our thing. And this is how you, too, can get your first D5 Brotato win. I don't even think we took a hit this wave. Maybe we took 1 early that I don't remember. Riposte is not for us right now. I don't like that Stone Skin has 2 minus armor. The only reason I would take this is if I had over 10, actually 12 armor. Because you get enough value out of it, right? I don't think you get enough value out of it until you have above like double-digit armor. So we're gonna take the 45 and be thrilled with it. I need this plus range actually. Our range is at minus 10, and I was seeing some bullets on the last one not fly far enough to hit the second target. Take the SMG, but I have to combine first. We're also gonna take this missile. It's fairly inefficient, but we need percent damage pretty bad, even though we have the wisdom. Baby with a beard is great. Shackles are fine because even though we don't get the engineering like from it, that's not going to be much of a problem. The other thing that you could do is you could wait on shackles, see if you get more speed, and you could just take these other 2 items and go next wave. That's like the other way to think about it. Wave 14 is one of the harder waves. It introduces these carriers that spawn like guys outside of them, and then later in the wave the guys will spawn on their own. Patty smile. Uh-oh. What y'all doing over there in chat? Don't mind me. I'm busy over here. It also feels like the music's a little loud today. Is the music a little loud today? Oh, that's a good quote, Rumble Roar. I'm not even really paying attention to the wave. We picked up a baby with a beard, which gives you so much power that I think we could probably just sit here. I do want to go grab all the monies or whatever, because not picking up the money is pretty bad. But we could just sit mid and not do anything. It's gonna be fine. Baby with a beard. Yeah, such a good item. So waiting on to take the shackles and we get speed here. We're not really big on crit anyways. So this item is incredible. That 5 speed, pretty good. Sure, you don't get 3 engineering and sure you don't get 26 bucks, but we're not really a crit build here. Yeah, Apollo, I don't know how to read, okay? Come on. Get with the program. I'll just take this 1 armor. We could reroll. We actually have 48 luck. I think rerolling here is not unwarranted. We have 632 bucks, so the reroll is not too unwarranted. I have plenty of attack speed. I'm gonna reroll one more time. Take the range here, actually. I used to be a big range hater, but I kind of want 100 range on weapons. We've been giving up range to minus range items constantly. Also, I wanted to reroll to see if I saw speed before we buy shackles here. Second offering of recycling machine, no thanks. I don't know really what I'm gonna see here, but this is pretty good. The -2 armor is not great, and the helmet's not very efficient. 35 bucks out of 93. This is Colossus. He can be problematic in terms of this first section. The overlapping spheres that he summons, not great. We try to run him down with our ugly tooth. We're slowing him, and it's going to be pretty good for us to be able to just take him down very succinctly within 20 seconds of wave start. Even with wisdom nerfing our damage, we're still good, and then damage just keeps going up by the end. I don't think you ignore that boss. I think you fight him head on so that you can phase from phase 1 to phase 2 as quick as possible. The elites will phase at like 30 seconds into the wave, but you don't want to wait for that, especially as a ranged build. You want to hunt them down and get that red item as well too. Ideally, in my gameplay, I like to kill the elites and have that red item. It's such a power spike. Even if you don't find an item relevant for your build, you still get to recycle it. And we can be happy about recycling that item, no problem. Again, we're not really a crit build, so we're just going to take this. And then crit shows up, so we balance it back out again. I got in of crit, out of crit. I'm going to take the 3 armor. These other 2 are very good, but our defensive stats have been waning. We've given up armor to community support, so I don't think we need more damage. I think at this point we just need more defensive stats. What's funny is we just can't take this dodge because we're at -14 dodge, so it does nothing to take this until you take even more dodge. So I don't think we'll be doing that. It feels weird to reroll a tier 4 stat, but just walk away from it. There's armor. We get paid. This is our 3rd bait of the run. That's kind of crazy. See if I can remember that I have bait so that I don't get big eyes with this piggy bank. We're already like ahead enough. Just continue to get ahead. This wheelbarrow you could buy, but also we could just pass on it. Stone skin, I explained before. Leather vest is still good to buy. It has 2 armor on it. 2 armor is very strong. About every 15 armor is another, is like doubling your tankiness is kind of a way to think about it. You get diminishing returns as you get more armor, but yeah, it's still very good. I think the bot is broken, Apollo. Like, that doesn't look right. This wave is wave 16. It introduces a new buffing alien. I don't even think we need to do anything. We also text, we're doing dinner with friends tonight. We're working it out. Give me just 1 second. Let's see here. We're gonna go get. Let's see here. It's this one is what we're getting for tonight. We're getting Indian food. Let's see here. Can we get this one? Can I share? Share the fucking thing? Tap share. For the love of God, please work. In messages to my friend. Good. Oop. Chicken and waffles for dinner. No. I'm getting if we were getting Thai, I'd get Penang curry. We don't need the lifesteal. I'll take the money. We'll take the range damage. Our damage is off the charts. I kind of want percent damage, but also just more armor or even more range is pretty good. We're at 155 range. This is what I was talking about earlier, that percent stacking harvesting, even if it doesn't pay for itself, still gives you XP, and we stack XP gain. So we look at our secondary stats, our XP gain's at 60. This is a level 25 level up, which gives you all red stats. I'm gonna re-roll this, and we get 4 range damage. I'm just a big fan of damage, apparently. 31 range damage. I said we usually end with like 20, but let's just keep cranking it. We will take this weird food. Minus armor for 10 crit is a lot of damage at this point. So sure. I also don't know what else I'm buying. A third alloy is like awkward. When I was at a restaurant one time, we wanted to order their chicken waffles, and they're like, oh, we only have that on the breakfast menu. So my brother was like, I'll have the chicken sandwich. Can we please have no condiments on it and all the toppings on the side? And then I was like, I would like to order the waffles, please. And the poor waitress was having such a rough day that she didn't even notice that we ordered chicken and waffles. Samosas. We are going to an Indian place, so I'm thinking about what to get. I like chicken tikka masala, but I think I like tofu in it more than chicken. I also like chicken biryani, or biryani chicken, however you say that. Biryani is very good. So chat, so YouTube, while you're watching this, like, what are you having for dinner? Put that in the comments down below. Like, what's your favorite Indian food? Because we're doing Indian food tonight. Or come tell me in Twitch chat. Biryani. No, not Apollo. Everything is not beer, okay? Homemade tikka masala, yeah. All right, handcuffs is incredible. I don't think it's very good on a melee build, but it's very good on a ranged or elemental build. This, like, we have 40 range damage. That's double than what I was looking for. So, you know. Again, Dodge is showing up. Please take me, please. I'm gonna re-roll this. We have plenty of attack speed due to community support, so I'm going to take the armor. We just keep armoring up and get tankier and tankier and tankier. Take the alloy, our third alloy. This bean teacher, the coffee bean teacher is a little late, bud. You're late. Plant is very efficient. Injection's fine. Plant's still very efficient. Plus crit, minus crit, plus crit, minus crit. Oh, hey, crit. Oh, and I was going to buy head injury. I don't know if you lock it, though. Emolux, hello. Adrian, hello. Keeping optimal HP. True. This is the, this particular guy charges now, but if you try to go run at him and stand where he's charging is the best way not to get hit by his slashes. Running away from him is not good, but like, look how much damage. Doing any more fisherman attempts today? Probably not, Emo. Did you get any in? We're doing Brotutoring right now. This is a well-rounded run where we're just talking about the basics of the game. I need to make a full series of like all of them. Not yet. Emolux, have you even? This man is the by the way, YouTube, Emolux in chat here came on Front Seat Friday. Go check that video out. And showed me how to play demon. He is a demon fiend. I don't even think he's unlocked all of the characters yet. Or demon, not unlocked all the characters. D5 on all the characters. Excuse me, I'm trying not to cough into the mic, and then I just do. Hey, our first octopus needs an octopus friend, sure. But also, locking, Adrian, you're correct. Haven't bothered to D5 most of them. I get bored, yeah. That's really funny to me. You're like one of the best players of the game, and you're just like, I don't really need to D5 these things. Whatever. Our first octopus needs a buddy, right? We don't need a garden. We don't need a peaceful bee. I'll just take the luck. Grind's magic leaf is here. Yeah, sure. trophy is back. We didn't take the first one. We're going to take the scope. We're going to take the SMG. We didn't take the first cyber ball. Don't get distracted by garbage. Same with like the potato thrower. Don't get distracted by it. It's not as good as the SMG. We also locked our hit points and whatever, so. Tentacle's incredible. This range is fine. And then the small magazine's fine for next wave. Wave 19. I also don't think I have to touch anything. This is the Coffee Traveler special. Multiple people have messaged me. If you die doing this, let me know in the YouTube comments below or in Twitch chat. There are a few people who are like, oh, like I did the Coffee Traveler where I tried to like sit back and not do anything. But yeah, this is how far you can get ahead. By taking early harvesting and being able to buy all the items. Harvesting helps you buy all the items, and also you want to still be killing all the aliens, so you're getting the maximum out of the wave that you can get from harvesting and killing all the aliens. It's pretty great. Really big fan of that. I'm also working on my new mic stand here. We're figuring out what the gooseneck thing is here. You never lose out on any materials. Look how big these materials are getting on the side here, because they're just stacking up so much money. I don't think we need any of this money though. Because I think I'm going to do the thing that I usually do here is just skip the shopping phase. We have $1,000. I do not need a weird ghost. Thank you very much. And then I don't need any of this because it doesn't matter. So locked items and other things are happening here, but I don't need this. I'm going to show that we're just strong enough to go end here. We're just going to go end. Invoker's going to run away here in a second. Predator keeps charging, but we're going to follow Invoker because we have an ugly tooth. We can follow him all the way over here, and then we get to 1v1 with Predator. Predator now has evolved and mutated. We take one hit there. And that's going to be well-rounded. The Brotutoring of well-rounded. Let me move my camera down so we can see all the final stats. I don't normally do this, but run review. What a sweet run. We have so many stats. So much damage. I said I wanted about 45. I got 45 range damage. I said I wanted about 20 by the end. 50 HP by the end. All these things. Minus dodge. We just ditched dodge forever. But over a page of items is kind of where you want to be at by the end. So it's kind of weird that like we have 3 alloys, but that's 9 range damage and 15 crit. That's incredible. This shows that you don't need dodge when you have incredible damage. Let's take a look at the secondary stats. 60% XP gain got us pretty high level. We ended at level 28, not quite 30 like I said earlier in the video, but what a great run. And we'll go ahead and press that like and subscribe if you watched through on this video, and we'll see you on the next one.